Welcome to this live broadcast on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel. It is Wednesday, it is 10 AM Eastern, it is 3 PM in the UK, and we are getting ready to go live. So I'm just waiting. Welcome to this live. Okay, just let me turn the volume down. We know that we're working, and let's go side by side. And hello, that was me as well. This is Stephen Healey, and I'm broadcasting live on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel, and it's great to be here. Now, today we have a specific topic, which is get ready for Halloween. Now, at OneStream, we have produced so many resources that you can use in a Halloween broadcast. Alexa, when is Halloween?
Only 8 more days to Halloween, and I think I can detect an otherworldly presence nearby.
Alexa, stop. So,
do not ask me. Are there ghosts in my house?
Oh, are there ghosts in my house? Alexa, are there ghosts in my house? Alexa, stop. I think Alexa's done her bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and connect the chat. So if you are watching live, then you can comment, and I welcome all your comments. So get ready for Halloween is today's topic, and we are now live. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you step by step through how to create a studio to broadcast from. I'm going to take you step by step broadcasting a private party on the web. In fact, I've got an agenda. Shall we bring the agenda in and you can see what we're going to be talking about today? So I'm going to replace my media and I'm going to put the agenda full screen so that we can all read it. Okay, so what we're talking about today is, first of all, the introduction, which is what I'm doing now. This is Halloween stream setup, step-by-step guide for spooky streams. The introduction is where we are. We're going to go on to creating your own Halloween broadcasting studio, talk about OneStreamLIve Halloween resources, and there are many to help you, building your own Halloween webpage and having a private party instead of a public party. With option 2, you can broadcast live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, or wherever you like. With option 4, you broadcast to a web page, you give people the link, and it's a party that you created, and every guest is invited. Then we're going to talk about creating videos to play in your broadcast, and the importance of practice, as we should before any broadcast. Hosting your broadcast, I'm going to give you a few hints and tips about that. How to promote before the broadcast and the summary. Now, everybody knows that if you're doing a Halloween broadcast, that you're actually going to be going live round about the 31st of October. Okay, so we are 8 days away from the big day, and you've got time to prepare. And I'm going to show you possible ways of actually doing it. We've all got our own take on broadcasting, and we're all got our own take on Halloween. So it will be your broadcast. And I just want to say, before we carry on, welcome, friends. And that's from me. And to everybody joining us live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. If you're watching the replay on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to go over into my media bank. And yesterday and today, I've created some videos which will tell us all about what we can actually do. So I'm going to go down and pick out the video, and let's go here, and we'll start with what you can do in the studio. Let's go. So this is your OneStreamLIve studio, and this is how you can decorate it, and I'll do some decorations during the course of this broadcast, but this is an overview. We're in my OneStreamLIve studio, and what we'll do is we're going to take a look around and see what OneStream have actually done so that we can prepare for our Halloween broadcasts. That's basically the preparation. So if I go to design, bring the design up on screen, and then I go to backgrounds, and from backgrounds to images. We have backgrounds we can use, and you're free to use any of these. They've all been created for the 31st of October. So the first one, Pumpkin Street, and if I switch my camera off for a moment, then you can get a closer look. So that's the first one, which is Pumpkin Street. The second one is Nightmare. And if I this time I'll do it properly, remove myself from the stream. I'm going to remove that from the stream. So there you have it. It's a very spooky setting. That's called Nightmare. So we've looked at Pumpkin, we've looked at Nightmare, and we've looked now at Scary Night. Okay, you can switch between these at any time once you're broadcasting. And finally, so we've got 4 backgrounds which are all themed around Halloween. So just to go recap, we go for design, we go for background and images, and then we can bring in any of the images that are actually been designed by the OneStreamLIve graphics team and click them, and we can switch over at will. So there are 4 backgrounds at least which you can find and use. Now in addition to that, if I just go here, this is very impressive. If I go down to overlays, there is a new overlay, animated overlay, which is down here, and it is not spring flowers, it's spooky. Now the spooky overlay you can show at any time on your screen, and you can see the pumpkins, and you can see the ghosts, you can see the spider. All of this is animated, and it all works in your OneStreamLIve studio just by simply clicking on overlays, and that's it. Simple and straightforward to do. So when it comes to dressing your studio, you have the ability to actually use backgrounds. Let's take this off. You can use backgrounds, you can use overlays, you can combine the two together. No problem in doing that. And now we can see the ghostly figures and the witches on broomsticks. It's all on the theme of Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, and it's so simple and straightforward to use. If you've got any questions though, do let me know. Right, so you can basically, we've got backgrounds, we've got overlays, and you just bring them into the studio and they simply work. I mean, I'm so impressed by, let's go to overlays for a moment. Ghost design, just following the instructions I gave a moment ago. Go to overlays and scroll down until I get to, well, I've got choice actually, but I'm going to go for this one. It's spooky. So we're going to get pumpkins and we're going to get the ghosts on screen in a second. So there's the pumpkins, and then the ghosts will start flying around. There they go. And you can have that on throughout your broadcast, or you can switch it off. To switch it off, you just hide it, and you could pick a different one. Right, I've not told you everything that's in your studio in relation to Halloween, so that you can have a good look around, and you'll probably find things. I keep finding things. Take the ghost greeting one. Okay, so we've got ghosts popping up. Okay, I've no idea what they're saying. Now that's the next thing, is that you can bring in your own music. Now there is a resource sheet on the OneStreamLIve website, and it has all the resources you need to actually create your own Halloween broadcast. And the resources are open to everybody. They are created by OneStreamLIve. Shall we have a look at what's on the resources? So I'm going over to media, and I'm going to go down this time to Halloween resources and press show. So let's go. OneStreamLIve have created the OneStreamLIve Halloween Hub, where you can cast a spell with live streaming magic and celebrate Halloween with OneStreamLIve. Now, this is basically everything that you need to create the most amazing, memorable Halloween broadcast, and you'll find it at OneStreamLIve Halloween. It's interactive. You can select a trick or a treat. I'm not going to show you what's behind there because you want to discover that for yourself. You'll find a video which explains what you can do.
Welcome to our spooktacular online.
And below that, you can create your own virtual haunted mansion. You can host a virtual party with guests, create spooky hosted live pages. Each of these is clickable and gives you more information. And you can multi-stream to up to 45 different destinations. Halloween tips and tricks. Blog posts have been created giving you advice on how to create your spooktacular broadcast. So you can go and read those. There are assets in your OneStreamLIve studio for virtual backgrounds, overlays, intros and outros. You've got assets that you can actually use, ideas again, and then you've got the music and sound effects with playlists that you can play during your broadcast. And then you could run a Halloween movie marathon, or you can play games. And if you're playing games, the other week I did a session on using OBS. So you could bring an OBS, via OBS, a game into your OneStream studio and broadcast out from there. So there you have it. The OneStreamLIve, just to go into the top again, the OneStreamLIve Halloween Hub is available to everybody, and enjoy using it. The ghosts are back. I'm back. So the link to the Halloween resources is OneStreamLIve/Halloween, and you get everything I've just shown you. And it's just, well, it's a mountain of information, useful assets. It's got graphics. It's got suggestions as to what you can do. It's got everything you need for a Halloween broadcast, and that's free. Okay. It's open to everybody. Just go to the website and you can actually just scroll through, take a trick or a treat option. I'm telling you, there are things that you could do to save money. There are things you could do to improve your broadcast. They're all on the one page, and everything's been brought together by the OneStream team so that we have a good idea of what we can do. Okay. Now, you can use your own imagination. There is no problem in using your own imagination. If you go or adapting somebody else's work, that's a good idea as well. You can take the OneStreamLIve assets and just use them in your broadcast. Some of them are already in your studio. Or you can go to canva.com, and if you go to canva.com and you search for Halloween, you'll get all the Halloween graphics. You get the free ones and the premium ones. If you're a premium member, then there are some fantastic graphics on canva.com. Okay, now the other thing you can do, because this is a holiday around the world, is that there is merchandise everywhere. And this we picked up. This is available from Lidl's. If you've got a Lidl's store near you, it was $2.99. But you can actually accessorize not just the studio itself, but you do it in 3D. You could have drinking cups, you can have masks, you can have hats, you can have capes, all to enhance your Halloween live broadcast. So, and because they sell in their millions, it's probably one of the most cost-effective broadcasts you could do in terms of props. And of course, the props are usable afterwards. This drinking cup can be used afterwards. They are useful. And obviously, you'll see this again in 12 months' time. Now, the reason that I'm broadcasting today on the 23rd of October is to give you 8 days to organize, because organizing the broadcast is key. I'm going to run through the steps that you need to do that, but I want to mention one thing. before we do, and that is that with OneStreamLIve, we can broadcast out to Facebook pages, our profiles, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Kick. Okay, and Kick's new on me. I'm going to check it out, and you can check it out in Joe's broadcast next week as well. There are innumerable sites that we can broadcast to, and you can take this broadcast and you can send it to a number of sites all at the same time. With the unified chat within OneStreamLIve, you can bring in the chats from Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn into your broadcast. Absolutely brilliant. So let's go over to the chat. And I said earlier, welcome. And if you're watching live, thank you. If however you're watching on the replay, thank you as well. If you've got any questions about how to do this, then please do ask. I'm here to help. Okay, we're previewing the resources that are in your OneStream studio right now, such as, let's say goodbye to the ghost for now and go with spooky, and that will show in a second. Okay, so we've got pumpkins. I'm going to tell you Halloween resources are actually at OneStreamLIve/Halloween. Yeah, so I'm going to put that on the screen later, but it's there for the moment, and you can go there right now and you can check out all the assets. Do the trick or treat question, and let's go over to me now. I said you can broadcast publicly, and you can broadcast to multiple sites quickly from your OneStream studio. You can use the assets that are in the studio itself. You can bring in assets from Canva. You can bring in music. But we do have a situation that if you broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, then you've got to have music which is not copyrighted. So bear that in mind. My next option is that you can broadcast live to a web page, and you can invite people to come and watch you on the web page. Now, you're going to say to me, I don't have a website. Well, in that case, OneStream have got you covered, because they have, well, let me show you it, and then you will talk about it a bit more. So I'm going to go down here, and we're going to go to private parties. You can hold a private party and invite people. Okay, so only people with the invitation can get in, and then only people you give the link to, because you can have 10 people on screen. You could have hundreds of people watching on the website and up to 10 people on screen, and you can swap people in and out. Okay, so there are two ways that you can involve people. One, you can invite them on screen for a Halloween chat, or they can watch you, and that you can actually have, well, I'll show you. Okay, let's take a look. The video we just looked at was basically a public party where you're broadcasting from OneStreamLIve, you're broadcasting out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. There is another option within OneStreamLIve, and that's to broadcast to basically something that OneStream have created. Shall we take a look? If I go into hosted live pages and I go into making an impact and edit it, you can customize your own page on OneStream. Basically, you've got the image, you've got the logo, you've got the text, you've got the call to action at the bottom. All of this is controlled from the information on the right hand side, and basically when you go live, you can invite people to watch you on this page. Let's just take a look. Here's the web page. There's the URL that I've set up. So anybody going to Stephen Healey OneStreamLIve will be in this broadcast. They can comment whilst they're in this broadcast. They can, if you send them a link, appear on screen as well. But this is private. Only people who actually know the link that's highlighted above here can actually join you. So you can hold a private OneStreamLIve Halloween party. And the thing is, because this is private and you're with individuals, you can, this is your page. So you can play music, you can do more than you can do with a public video, because you're broadcasting within a closed environment by invitation only, and you can appear on screen. You can have the screen that we saw a minute ago. Set up OneStreamLIve Studio, and then you go live, and I'm pressing the live button here, and you can type in your title and description, and then you can scroll until you get to here, and I'm going to go live to this in a minute. Okay, I could go up to 5 different pages, but I'm going to go live there, and I select it and go live. So the broadcast is going to go from my studio, but the only place it's going to go to is this page. Okay, so I've invited people in, and we're now going to go live on this page. That is basically the ability to broadcast live to a page. I should appear in a second. Simple, straightforward to do, and I hope you enjoy having private parties. Bye for now. So you can have a private party, and that is brilliant because basically you can password protect it so that only people who've got the password can get in. So even if they find out the URL, unless they got the password, they can't join you. You're in control, and everything that you do in your studio will appear on that web page, and people can comment whilst they're on the web page. People can click the call to action button underneath the video is an active button. You can tell people to click it, and you can give them a Halloween surprise or anywhere you want it to lead to. It goes to a URL that you give to the system when you design the page. Now, everything I'm talking about is part of OneStreamLIve. The live hosted page, as we just looked at, is part of OneStreamLIve. The broadcasting studio is part of OneStreamLIve. Now, if you do a Halloween broadcast and you do that broadcast, say, at 6 o'clock, you can actually, from OneStreamLIve, take the recording and replay it at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock and midnight. Yeah, so you can create it once, you can use it as many times as you wish, obviously on the 31st of October, but that works well around the globe, because remember, we've got a 24-hour clock, and where it's 7 p.m. here, it's 2 p.m. on the East Coast, it's 11 a.m. on the West Coast of America. There are time differences everywhere, and you can set it to go out 7 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Western. Yeah, you've got total choice on what you do, and it's all available within OneStreamLIve. Let's go back to here, and I'm going to take off the Halloween resources. I will put it back up later, but just to recap, everything that I'm showing you is actually listed on the Halloween resources page, OneStreamLIve/Halloween. We'll find it. Okay, so let's take a look at the agenda. And I'm going to go to the agenda and make it full screen. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to go over to media. And I love the fact that it shows up better on here, doesn't it? The ghosts are in grey. The witch is in red. The spider is black. The pumpkins, of course, are yellow and orange. So I just need one thing. Just give me a second. I'm just looking for something, and I want design, and I'm going to down to design to overlays, and I'm going to switch the overlay. Everything can be done whilst you're live. You can switch between different overlays, and I'm going to bring back the ghosts. Okay, so our pumpkins are disappearing, apart from the fact they're on the card, and I'm going to come back to me. We're going to go side by side. Okay, so I think the ghosts just give it sort of the atmosphere. Okay, remember you can upload music into your studio and play it on your studio, or you can play music through your speakers, through your microphone in actual fact. So there are various ways of bringing music in. Best quality is to upload the MP3 file to your studio and then take it from there. So I'm just going to switch things around again. I'm going to go here. And we're moving to the side, and I'm going to move this over here. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted. I want to move this over here. We got there. Okay, so we're sorted now. So let's just do a quick rewind. We did the introduction, and this is all about broadcasting at Halloween. I played the video, creating your Halloween broadcast studio using the assets that have been provided by OneStreamLIve. I then gave you the link to the OneStreamLIve resources, which are OneStreamLIve/Halloween. Then we talked about having a private party. Rather than a public party on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, you can have a private party. And that private party is on a website. You don't need to own the website. It's yours. If you're part of OneStreamLIve, you've got a web page you can actually broadcast to. You can invite your guests. You play music. You play games. All sorts of things that you can do. And the other thing is that you can actually create videos to play in your broadcast. Now, I have basically a spooky video or a spooky-ish video. So I'm going to go back to media again, and we're going to take a look at one of the things many people create content which can best be described as spooky. And one of my favorite creators from my youth is an American gentleman by the name of Edgar Allan Poe. And Edgar Allan Poe wrote many poems and books. And I'm going to listen to one of his poems, and I've narrated it. So hopefully this will work. I'm not going to play you the whole poem. The whole poem is actually on YouTube, but we'll just play a minute of it. This is reading a spooky story on your live broadcast. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, published in 1845. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrote its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for a lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, and certain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now to the bleating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance." Now, that is a video on YouTube. It is Stephen reading Edgar Allan Poe, and the poem is called The Raven. The whole thing is about 8 minutes long. If you want to use it in your broadcast, just let me know, and you can have me reading The Raven and setting the atmosphere. So you can create your own videos. You don't have to be live all the time. You can create pre-recorded videos and upload them into your OneStreamLIve studio. I've played 4 videos so far today. Yeah, I pre-created them, recorded them. I use ScreenPal equally well. You could use Camtasia. Pre-record them, upload them into your studio, 20 megabyte size limit, and then when you're ready to play, you just click play, and the video will play, and it stops automatically. Yeah. It runs for the length of the video and then stops. So you don't need to control it. Though do be aware, what you actually get is you get a countdown on the screen telling you how long is left for the video. Okay, now that video I just played there is 8 minutes long. When I stopped it, there was still 7 minutes left. Okay, but the whole video is, because if I played that for 8 minutes, then you won't be getting much information. You'd actually just be knowing all about the raven. Now, there is next, well, let's put this on screen. So I do want to mention this, and we're going to put it full screen. And now. And 3, 2, 1. OneStreamLIve invites you to a Halloween party bash on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel. And party, which basically uses everything I've shown you today, is on October 28th at 4 o'clock. Now, the thing about that is it's in advance of Halloween, which gives you a chance to take on board everything that you learn within the session. It is a party. Now, the thing about the party is it's a special party. And it's a special party where you can come and you can promote yourself. The invitation is to join the party, and then you've got a 2 to 3 minute slot to talk about what you do and how you use OneStream. It's on the 28th of October at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. in the UK. 4 p.m. Eastern on the 28th. We'll post the link on the YouTube channel after this live broadcast. You'll also find it in the OneStreamLIve Facebook group, and the invitation is there by Shazeen, and you can join. Click the link, and basically you can appear on the broadcast on the 28th at 4 p.m. and I look forward to seeing you there. Okay, so that's a special Halloween invite from OneStreamLIve to you. You're invited to join our virtual Halloween party bash on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel, and it's on the 28th at 4 p.m. Details in the OneStreamLIve Facebook group. Okay, now you'll see everything that I've shown you in use within the broadcast itself. Yeah, right. What I want to do now is just do a recap of the facilities that are in our OneStreamLIve studios, because if you've not been watching since the beginning, now's the time to do a catch up. So let's go down here, and I'm going to show you what you can do as far as decorating your studio is concerned. I'll be back. We're in my OneStreamLIve studio, and what we'll do is we're going to take a look around and see what OneStream have actually done so that we can prepare for our Halloween broadcasts. That's basically the preparation. So if I go to design, bring the design up on the screen, and then I go to backgrounds, and from backgrounds to images, we have backgrounds we can use, and you're free to use any of these. They've all been created for the 31st of October. So the first one, Pumpkin Street, and if I switch my camera off for a moment, then you can get a closer look. So that's the first one, which is Pumpkin Street. The second one is Nightmare. And if I this time I'll do it properly, remove myself from the stream. I'm going to remove that from the stream. So there you have it. It's a very spooky setting. That's called Nightmare. So I've looked at Pumpkin, we've looked at Nightmare, and we've looked now at Scary Night. Okay, you can switch between these at any time once you're broadcasting. And finally, so we've got 4 backgrounds which are all themed around Halloween. So just to go recap, we go for design, we go for background and images, and then we can bring in any of the images that are actually been designed by the OneStreamLIve graphics team and click them, and we can switch over at will. So there are 4 backgrounds at least which you can find and use. Now, in addition to that, if I just go here, this is very impressive. If I go down to overlays, there is a new overlay, animated overlay, which is down here, and it is not spring flowers, it's spooky. Now, the spooky overlay you can show at any time on your screen, and you can see the pumpkins, and you can see the ghosts, you can see the spider. All of this is animated, and it all works in your OneStreamLIve studio just by simply clicking on overlays, and that's it. Simple and straightforward to do. So when it comes to dressing your studio, you have the ability to actually use backgrounds. Let's take this off. You can use backgrounds, you can use overlays, you can combine the two together. No problem in doing that. And now we can see the ghostly figures and the witches on broomsticks. It's all on the theme of Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, and it's so simple and straightforward to use. If you've got any questions though, do let me know. Right, I want to say first of all, congratulations to the team at OneStreamLIve who put in so many hours to actually create all the assets that we can use in our live broadcast. Remember that all we need to do is to go to, I'm just finding the card again, just a moment. I need to go to banners and go to Halloween resources. Everything that I'm showing you is detailed there, which is OneStreamLIve/Halloween. Read the blogs, grab the graphics, download the PDFs, click the trick or treat, or trick or treat. Yeah, that's right. And have fun. I mean, basically, this is all about producing, because what I want to do is to entertain people, and everything that I'm showing you so far has the ability to actually entertain your audience. And I'm going to bring back my favorite overlay, go down here, and I can quickly switch overlays and go back to spooky. So say farewell to the ghosts and say hello to spooky. Okay, so let's take that off. Don't forget where the resources are. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to switch that off and hide. Okay, so let's go back over here. Don't forget that you're invited. You're invited on the 28th of October at 4 p.m. to join the virtual Halloween party bash on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel. And you are watching this moment ultimate Halloween stream setup, step-by-step guide for a spooky stream. And let's come back to me, and I'm going to switch over to the agenda, and we're going to go through the remainder of the agenda. When I do any broadcast, I always start off with a general idea. I do my research, and once I've done my research, I can then build the agenda. Then I can bring the agenda in. I can show it to you. And let's bring the agenda. 3, 2, 1, and bring the agenda over here. Yeah. Okay. So let's recap again. Did the introduction, then we looked at the assets that you've got. We looked at where to get the assets. We looked at using a private web page to actually invite people in to have a private party. We've talked about creating the video, like I created the video for the poem by Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. Now, this is key. Halloween broadcast is special, but you still need to practice. Practice is a part of any live broadcast. I practiced before I came in here. I started practicing yesterday. Basically, you need to have an agenda, like I showed you a moment ago. You need to have all your assets in the studio ready to go. You need to know where they are, how to use them. Basically, you want to give it as polished performance as you can. Now, this is live video, and things are going to go wrong. Yeah, we're on OneStreamLIve, so technically we don't have any problems at all. But there is there's part of every broadcast which is us, and we're going to go and we're going to make mistakes. Don't worry about it, just do it. But if you practice beforehand and you decide your talking points, then you're better placed to have a polished broadcast at the end of it. So do practice. Yeah, do practice. Right now, if you're hosting a broadcast, you've got certain responsibilities. You've got to look after the studio itself. Now, in terms of OneStreamLIve, you can have a team of people behind the scenes, people you know and trust, and they can manipulate all the graphics and the text and everything. So you can do this as a team event. So one person takes control of the video, another person takes control. I've got a ting there, just a minute. Let's go over to the chat. And okay, and let's go over to see what the chat says. And I'm going to show it on screen, hopefully. I think I'm being told off here because I didn't reply. You need, in the chat now, could you tell me your real name, please? Yeah, and then I will do my best to reply. Okay. If you're on LinkedIn as the name you've given there, then fine. Yeah, I do try. Okay, so my apologies for not getting back to you, but I will this week. Okay, so we're talking about basically, if I go here and back to the agenda for a moment. Okay, we're going to switch the ghosts over. So just give me a second when I go and switch over from the ghosts that are on screen at the moment. And we go to overlays. And I'm going to scroll down the overlays and go here. And no, that's the wrong one. That one. Okay, so the overlay is going to change over to the ghostly one, and we'll carry on. So hosting your broadcast, you've got to be in control of everything. If you practiced, it's not much of a problem, but do practice, do a run through, do work to an agenda. And I'm going back over to the chat, and the chat is saying, and I'm going to come side by side here. Thank you. I couldn't connect your name with the title that's showing on the screen now, which is the problem. And it makes it easier. Now I know your name. Okay, so if you contacted me on LinkedIn, I can now get back to you. Okay, right. So you created this amazing broadcast. Yeah, and the next thing you need to do is to promote it and let people know about it. If you are having a private web-based party, then you need to invite people. You need to invite people to join you on the web page with the link. You can password protect if you want, and you can invite people with the link to join you on screen. And as I say, you can have up to 10 people on screen during the broadcast. If you're broadcasting publicly, then you have to promote, because otherwise nobody's going to find you. On the 31st of October, there are going to be quite a few. There are going to be quite a few Halloween broadcasts. and I'm going to say it now, the way to stand out in a Halloween broadcast is to get everything right. All the graphics have been done by OneStreamLIve. Yeah, the videos you create yourself. But you can build an amazing Halloween broadcast from your OneStreamLIve studio and just tell everybody you're going to go live. I mean, for this broadcast here, I'm just going to add this to the stream and replace. The OneStreamLIve graphics team created the most amazing graphic for the broadcast itself. Yeah, get ready for Halloween, straight to the point with the beautiful graphics behind it. You need a graphics, you need a card to actually help you promote your broadcast with the topic of the broadcast, and if you want to, the date and time that your broadcast takes place. All of that can be done in advance. We've got 8 days before the big day, before All Hallows Eve, Halloween, and we can now plan. And if you are a OneStreamLIve user, then basically, well, whether you're a OneStreamLIve user or not, you can go and take a look at the OneStreamLIve resources, which are at OneStreamLIve/Halloween, and you can create your broadcast. I've got to say, I have had great fun creating this broadcast. Thank you to Team OneStreamLIve. At the end of this broadcast, I'm going to remind you of what you can get if you click that link. And we've looked at everything today. We've looked at broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, broadcasting on a web page, creating video, and I would use Screen Panel or Camtasia. If you have any questions about how to do this, then get in touch. Okay, use your name and then I know who you are. So I want to say a big thank you for actually watching this live broadcast today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have an enjoyable Halloween, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, when we will be talking about something entirely different. Take care. Oh, and remember the invite. Just a minute. For the last time, I'm going to show you the invite, which is here. And I'm going to replace it. So, final showing for this. Go here. You're invited to the virtual Halloween party bash on the OneStreamLIve YouTube channel. Check out the OneStreamLIve Facebook group for your invitation, and you can join everybody next week. That's on, just let me check the date, double check the date. That is on the 28th of October at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching, and I want to say thank you to everybody who's messaged me today. I want to say a big thank you to Akash, Prajari, and we will see you all later. Just a minute, let me come back to me. So thank you for watching. Okay, take care. I'll see you all again next week. Goodbye for now. That's a wrap. I'm going to play a video. Before we actually finish the video, we'll show you what you can get from the Halloween resources. OneStreamLIve have created the OneStreamLIve Halloween Hub, where you can cast a spell with live streaming magic and celebrate Halloween with OneStreamLIve. Now, this is basically everything that you need to create the most amazing, memorable Halloween broadcast, and you'll find it at OneStreamLIve Halloween. It's interactive. You can select a trick or a treat. I'm not going to show you what's behind there because you want to discover that for yourself. You'll find a video which explains what you can do.
Welcome to our spooktacular online.
And below that, you can create your own virtual Haunted Mansion. You can host a virtual party with guests, create spooky hosted live pages. Each of these is clickable and gives you more information, and you can multi-stream to up to 45 different destinations. Halloween tips and tricks. Blog posts have been created giving you advice on how to create your spooktacular broadcast, so you can go and read those. There are assets in your OneStreamLIve studio for virtual backgrounds, overlays, intros and outros. You've got assets that you can actually use, ideas again, and then you've got the music and sound effects with playlists that you can play during your broadcast. And then you could run a Halloween movie marathon, or you can play games. And if you're playing games, the other week I did a session on using OBS. So you could bring an OBS, via OBS, a game into your OneStream studio and broadcast out from there. So there you have it. The OneStreamLIve, just to go into the top again, the OneStreamLIve Halloween Hub is available to everybody, and enjoy using it.